Yeah. I see Billy just came on, and
Mhm.
so I would like to get Billy to give us an update on what he knows about SWAT and what may be going on at SWAT, if he would. So, Billy, talk to us about SWAT.
SWAT, the last weekend in August. Let me pull my calendar up just to make sure I don't lie to you. Yes, starts Friday the 25th through Sunday the 27th. And a great time is going to be had by all. I know Scott is going to be one of our demonstrators this year. And I'm can't remember Scott's last name right off the top of my head, but that he's at
Hampton.
Hampton. Yeah, that feller from California. He's going to be demonstrating this year. There's going to be a number of good demonstrators. There always is. Martin Saban Smith's coming back. He's going to be there too. I don't know that he's planning any demonstrations, but I'm sure he'll be demoing at one of the booths. I'm looking forward to it. I always do. I always have a great time. I always learn a lot, and it's just good to meet up with other turners, either those you know or those you don't. I make new friends every time I go. And dollar for dollar, not counting the stay at the Hilton, which has now gone up ridiculously, but dollar for dollar symposium cost wise, this is absolutely the least expensive turning symposium you're going to find in the nation. And I actually think it's probably one of the best. I've never been to AAW, but I know the cost is prohibitive and I have no idea. I not any idea. I have no desire to go to AAW. At least that's what all the vendors tell me. The vendors tell me they prefer SWAT because it's a much better symposium. And I have a tendency to believe a lot of them because for some of them are my friends.
Right. And do they have campground facilities in the area there of Waco for?
In Waco, there are a number of campground facilities around the area, and there are actually affordable hotels around the area as well. If you get a little further away from downtown Waco, like just to the south is where I used to stay. And it was always like $60-$70 a night, which isn't bad. But there are camp facilities in the area. Okay, there are campgrounds in the area for tents or RVs, either one. Tommy, what do you mean by idea when they will post the rotation? What rotation?
Probably the demonstrator rotation.
I think that's been up. Let me check real quick.
Hey, Billy, while you're checking, yeah, there are campgrounds up there. In fact, I'm staying at a Army Corps of Engineer Lake Midway, which is about 15 minutes away from the convention center, and it's like $22 a night. So
the turning. Okay, I got you.
That's a good deal.
Let me see if that's been posted yet.
While you're looking, I'll just say SWAT is one of the best organized because it's in the same location every time. And they know the caterer and they know the venues and they know everything around there, what's going to happen. After you do it 6 or 8 times, it's a well-oiled machine. Yeah. There's also free parking. In Pittsburgh, we stayed in a hotel and the parking was like $128 for the weekend. It was another 2 or 3 days they could have kept the car. It was ridiculous. But anyway,
I don't know when they're going to put the rotation schedule up. That usually, I had to stop and remember and think that's usually not up until at the end of June, first part of July, I think at the earliest, because there's so many things that change. And even last minute, there's always some rotational changes.
Subject to
Uh,
change.
Yeah, because one reason or another, something will come up and one demonstrator won't be able to come up and they'll have somebody else take their place, or they'll have to do some shuffling for another reason.
Understandable.
They've been through that many times too. In fact, they actually hire a standby demonstrator. So the day of, if somebody doesn't show up, there's some guy standing there with a set of tools and a demo ready to go.
Well, that's good. That's very good to know.
I've been that guy, so I know. And,
Well, and are you coming again this year, Jim?
I don't know. We're talking about it.
Well, I'd like to meet you if you are.
It's a 3-day drive.
I,
I love it.
I understand. I really do.
That's good. All right. Well, thanks, Billy, for the update on SWAT.